Have you ever been in a place where you didn't feel like you quite fit in? Hi, I'm Laura, and today I'm going to share with you my experience with not fitting in. When I was a kid, I never really thought about fitting in because I didn't even notice I was different to even fit in. But that all changed when I started going to school. It's when I realized I was different. And I was the kid who was sat in the back of the class that ate bugs and was labeled as dirty because of my skin tone. I remember feeling so confused because where would they even get that label? More than I was confused, I was hurt. See, bullying doesn't just hurt, it changes the way you see yourself. There was this study conducted by Van Giel and his colleagues in 2018 that found that bullying can significantly lower a child's self-esteem and alter their self-image. So, the longer a victim is bullied, the deeper these feelings are going to root. The longer these feelings are going to root. And unfortunately, many teachers, counselors, and family members fail to recognize how serious this problem really is. Aubrey White, a 13-year-old girl from Ocean Springs, Mississippi, that tragically committed in 2023, September 4th. Her mother, Heather White, has been very vocal with Aubrey's death and how Aubrey's experience with bullying contributed to her death. At first, I just ignored what other kids said because that's what my mom told me to do. But the more they said it, the more I believed it. Maybe it was bad to be different. Every comment, every joke, every time someone refused to sit with me because of some stupid stereotype, it broke my confidence, something no 7-year-old should experience. At a young age, I started to believe that if I could just push those parts of myself away, if I could just hide, maybe other kids would finally see me as an equal. And for a while they did. But it felt bad because I was hiding a very important part of myself, my culture. I grew up in a home filled with the warmth of my culture, foods that carried stories, traditions that have been passed down from generations before me. I kept all of that locked away from the world that rejected me, afraid it would reject me more. And the funny thing is, my sister experienced the same exact bullying, the same joke, the same comments, the same everything. Except she was just as ashamed as I was. She even tried to hide her grandma at a party, afraid of her friends' judgments if they saw our grandma. That moment hit me hard. It was never about me nor her. It was about how deep-rooted these ideas are in kids' heads. Kids never change. There was a study conducted by Bigler and Levin in 2018 that found that kids as young as 3 years old are internalizing stereotypes based on hair texture, race, anything. And obviously, these ideas being reinforced by the people and community around them. That's why kids, without fully understanding, make other kids feel like they don't belong. See, I spent years trying to push those parts of myself away, and soon I learned that I couldn't hide forever. I grew up and learned more about my culture, and then I started wanting to embrace my culture. I remember feeling so annoyed because I spent years trying to push that part of myself away. I spent years running away from it that I lost a part of myself, and now I just wanted to stop, walk back, and look for the parts of myself that I lost. I remember feeling so annoyed because why would I want to embrace that part of myself that I pushed away for so long? But I then learned that I wasn't never lacking nor incomplete, and when I finally stopped trying to measure myself against impossible standards, I understood I was enough, and so are you. So to anyone who has ever been stuck between two sides, feeling like they don't know where they belong, you don't need to pick a side. You don't need to explain your identity to people. Who you are as you are is enough, and no amount of bullying or criticism can take that away from you. I spent years pushing parts of myself away, hiding. But here's the thing about hiding. At first, it's gonna feel like a relief, like freedom. But in reality, it's just a different form of prison. A prison where you're constantly measuring yourself against impossible standards. But here's the thing. You don't have to hide who you are as a person just for other people to love you. Because to be loved is to be seen, not as how others want to see you, but as who you truly are as a person. So be bold, be you. And the most freeing thing you can do for yourself is stop looking for validation from others. Stop looking for permission to exist, because after all, at the end of the day, we all share one earth, and we all have the same equal right to be here. So it's time for you to start living as your truest self.